"You don't belong here," the courtroom gasps. A teenage boy in a simple t-shirt and jeans walked in. No briefcase, no tie, no signs of professionalism, just a calm face and determined eyes. Everyone turned, confused. Was this some lost kid? Judge Thompson raised an eyebrow. "Young man, this isn't a school field trip." "What are you doing here?" The boy stepped forward confidently and said, "Your Honor, I'm here to represent the defendant." Laughter rippled through the courtroom. "You, representing someone? This is a court of law, not a talent show." The judge scoffed. Little did he know, the teenager standing before him wasn't just another face in the crowd. He was about to flip the courtroom on its head. A genius in disguise. Who is this teen? The boy's name? Jordan Miles, just 17 years old, but not your average teen. Jordan had been a prodigy since he was 10. He'd spent his childhood devouring law books, while others played video games. By 15, he'd passed the LSAT with a near-perfect score, a record-breaking feat. And while still too young to officially practice law, Jordan was granted a special temporary hearing by a state judge to act as legal counsel for a family friend, Mr. Watkins, who couldn't afford a lawyer. But nobody in this courtroom knew that, not even the judge. The opposing attorney, a seasoned professional with over 25 years in court, smirked. "Let's make this quick," he whispered. Jordan only smiled. The boy's name? Jordan Miles, just 17 years old, but not your average teen. While his classmates were glued to video games and social media, Jordan was immersed in case law. By age 10, he could recite landmark Supreme Court decisions. By 12, he was sitting in on college lectures, uninvited, unnoticed, but unforgettable to the professors who caught him. At 15, he passed the LSAT with a near-perfect score, the kind of number seasoned test takers dream about. It made headlines on niche academic blogs but flew under the mainstream radar. Too young to officially practice law? Sure, but not too young to understand it or wield it. So when a family friend, Mr. Watkins, was wrongfully accused of felony trespassing and couldn't afford legal representation, Jordan stepped in. With a stack of briefs, a memory sharper than most lawyers, and a fire in his eyes, he petitioned the court for a one-time exemption. A state judge, intrigued and skeptical, granted the unheard of. Jordan would act as counsel. One case, one chance. But no one in the courtroom knew that. Not even the judge remembered the boy's name from the petition. He looked like an intern, quiet, composed, a legal pad in hand. The opposing counsel, a veteran attorney with 25 years under his belt, barely glanced at him. "Let's make this quick," he whispered as the proceedings began, already preparing to steamroll whoever this assistant was. Jordan only smiled. He'd been preparing for this his entire life. The judge called the court to order. Jordan stood, calm, precise, brilliant. By the time he opened his mouth, everyone in that courtroom would know his name. The turning point, truth uncovered. Mr. Watkins, a quiet middle-aged librarian with a spotless record, $80,000, stood accused of embezzling over from the city's public library fund. Fake receipts, missing funds, suspicious transfers tied to his login credentials. The prosecution painted a clear picture: motive, access, opportunity. It looked hopeless. But Jordan Miles wasn't convinced. As the courtroom buzzed with whispers, Jordan remained still, eyes focused, mind racing. He had noticed inconsistencies others had missed. Login timestamps that didn't match Mr. Watkins' routine. File modifications during off hours. Metadata anomalies buried deep in the digital evidence. Then, at just the right moment, he stood, calmly. "Your Honor," he said, "I'd like to call an unscheduled witness to the stand. Mr. Riley, the IT technician for the public library system." Gasps, objections. The judge hesitated, then nodded. "Proceed." Mr. Riley took the stand, nervous but cooperative. Jordan's voice rang out, firm but respectful. "Mr. Riley, who has access to the administrator logs of the library server?" "Only me and the treasurer's office," he replied. "And do those logs track all user activity, even remote access?" "Yes, down to the second." Jordan stepped forward. "Please confirm this document for the court." He handed over a printed sheet. System logs. Highlighted lines told a different story. Mr. Watkins' account was used, but at a time when he was home, logged out. And this IP address, Jordan circled it on the screen, does not belong to him. Then he played the footage. Security video. Late at night. A shadow in the server room. It wasn't Watkins. It was Janet Holloway, the assistant treasurer. Typing, uploading, faking files. The courtroom erupted. the prosecutor stammered. The judge banged his gavel for order. Jordan turned to the jury and said, voice steady but electric, "Ladies and gentlemen, this man didn't steal a cent. He was set up. Lie." The aftermath, a standing ovation. Judge Thompson sat back in stunned silence. The same man who mocked Jordan minutes earlier now looked like he'd seen a ghost. After a moment of silence, he said, "In all my years on the bench, I've never seen a performance like that, especially from someone your age." The jury took only 12 minutes to return a verdict, not guilty. The courtroom erupted in applause. Mr. Watkins hugged Jordan, tears streaming down his face. News outlets picked up the story. "Teen legal prodigy outsmarts veteran attorneys" was the headline on every channel. Later that week, Judge Thompson himself visited Jordan at home. "I underestimated you," he said, "but you reminded us all that brilliance can come in any form." Jordan smiled. "I wasn't here to impress anyone. I was here to make sure justice was done." Closing thoughts, YouTube ending hook. So the next time someone tells you you're too young, too inexperienced, or that you don't belong, remember Jordan Miles, a teen who walked into a courtroom and left as a legend. What would you do if you had a gift like that? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing real-life stories that will inspire and shock you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next twist.